Hey, what is going down, Am I on the Air universe? Before we get started, I just want to let you know that today's podcast is presented by Podgo. Podgo is the easiest way for you to monetize your podcast, providing podcasters with a flat rate for ad space so you always know how much you get when you include an ad from Podgo. Apply today and become a member and immediately be connected with advertisers that fit your audience. That's podgo.co at podgo.co. And be sure to add Am I on the Air in that section where it asks you, how'd you hear about Podgo? You heard it right here, Am I on the Air? So make sure you fill that out in the application. Thanks, everyone, and enjoy the show.
Hi, am I on the air?
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
John, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest necks on the cloud. Am I in the air? Sunday nights, prime time. I flex my better. Voltron transform to DX Don. Mega and off-scene. You probably think I'm nice, cause I flow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke, all the steam on any given night. I'll short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about I tune in and tune the rest out, Don. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air?
Well, what is going down, everybody? It's that time once again, and welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? I'm your host, Don Mega, and I welcome you to the show. It is Monday, October. It's October the 11th. I'm losing my days. I'm losing my mind. It is Monday, October the 11th. We're broadcasting live from the Red Dragons radio studios here in lovely Tucson, Arizona. It's season 23. It's episode 2, and tonight's show is titled Shaken, Not Stirred. So tonight we have 2 non-spoiler movie reviews for you, couple TV shows to discuss, and of course the week in entertainment news. Everything that's gone down in the last 7 days or so in entertainment news, television, movies, reviews, you come right here to Am I on the Air, and I get you caught up to speed. So, before we get started, a couple plugs here real quick. Last week's show, a couple different things. Last week's show was the season premiere. That's right, it was the season 23 premiere. The episode was called Lethal Protector. I hope you checked it out. But also, on last week's episode, I told you all that coming later in the week was going to be our Am I Still on the Air Venom, Let There Be Carnage spoiler review. I warned y'all, we were coming for you. Me, Friggins, Peeps, and we did. We dropped that big hour 40-minute review. Yes, it was longer than the actual movie itself, but that's how we roll when we come together and we do our Am I Still on the Airs. So yeah, guys, we put that out, the Venom spoiler review. It was fantastic, man. 3 different perspectives on this film. One of us loved it, one of us thought it was aight, and the other one really didn't like it. So I won't spoil who was who, but that's pretty much how it went down. Our star level went 2, 3, 4. So I'll let you put that one together. But we had a great time nonetheless. We broadcasted the show live on YouTube. We did it in video form, and you can watch that video version on our YouTube page. Go to youtube.com/Am I on the Air and check it out. If you want to listen to the podcast version and you've missed it, don't you worry. I always got you covered, and we uploaded the audio version to our podcast feed. So the same feed right here that you're listening to with the normal Am I on the Air, you can get that special episode. So check that out. And once again, a side note to our season premiere last week. The problem with putting out 2 episodes in the same week is usually the first episode to drop is the one that kind of gets the shaft. So I wanted to shout out once again that we had the season 23 premiere episode last week. Season 23, episode 1 Lethal Protector was the name of the episode. It was a really great episode, guys. So if for some reason you missed it or it got overshadowed by the spoiler review, I want to make sure you know it's there to go back and listen to it. I had 5 movie reviews for you guys last week. It was big, man. I put a lot of work in there for y'all to not miss it. So 5 movie reviews, 2 television shows, lots to get into. So go back and check out that episode if you missed it, and then check out the Am I Still on the Air? Venom, Let There Be Spoilers, spoiler review that we did with me, Friggins, and Peeps, breaking down that movie in all of its glory. So there's a couple quick plugs for you guys. Now let's get into this week's reviews. Remember, once again, non-spoilers. I'm not going to give anything away to mess y'all up. And I'm going to start with the new #1 movie here in the United States and pretty much across the world now, taking over the reins from Venom, and that's the latest 007 James Bond movie, No Time to Die. So this movie here, probably the most delayed movie of the pandemic. This movie was supposed to come out within weeks of the original pandemic shutdown, and then it got pushed, and then it got pushed, and then it got pushed again, and then it got pushed into 2020, then it got pushed into 2021. This movie just could not figure out when to release, but they finally dropped it in theaters October 8th, 2021, Daniel Craig's last outing as James Bond, and we get the wrap-up film, No Time to Die. This is his 5th movie in his James Bond franchise. Of course, you had Casino Royale, you had Quantum of Solace, you had Skyfall, you had Spectre, and then now we have No Time to Die. I really like this one. So this one here, Bond has left active service and he's enjoying a tranquil life in Jamaica. His peace is short-lived though when his friend Felix Leterrier comes from the CIA turning up asking for help. The mission to rescue a kidnapped scientist turns out to be far more treacherous than expected, leading Bond onto a trail of mysterious villain armed with dangerous new technology. So once again, you got Daniel Craig coming back. You got Rami Malek playing the villain in this one. Leah Sado is back. Lashana Lynch, Ralph Fiennes, Ben Whishaw, Naomi Harris, Jeffrey Wright, Christoph Waltz, Billy Magnuson. Ah, man. Lots of people coming into this thing, man. And you know what? I thought everybody really played their roles very, very well. They really did. I was surprised at how much I really enjoyed most of the movie and the pacing that it was on and kind of the journey that it took us. Ana de Armas, of course, I got to shout her out. She's amazing, one of the most beautiful women in the world. She's not in this movie enough. That's one of my biggest complaints for this film. The sequence she's in was phenomenal. I loved her sequence with her and Bond, and I wish, I would take a spin-off movie just following her around. Like I said, not enough. She's in one sequence of the film, but she kills it. She's so good in this movie, and she wins over Craig. It looked like Craig was having probably the best time of the film when he was with her, and that was awesome. This movie here wraps up a story that's been kind of being told over the past 5 films. The thing with most of the James Bond movies is that they seem to kind of, everyone kind of told its own story, right? It was always Bond on another mission, whereas the Daniel Craig movies have kind of been telling one big overarching story that have shifted at times, but always kept remaining characters and kind of tried to tie things together. And this one ties in very big with Skyfall and Spectre and everything, and even teases other stuff from the earlier movies. So like I said, I really, really liked it. I thought when the action was going on, it was great. I thought it was an amazing send-off for Craig, who it's definitely past his time to go. I know everybody seems to just love Daniel Craig in this role. I like him. I never loved him in this role. I never felt like he truly, truly belonged in this role, and I could be wrong. It just never stuck for me. I never felt like I looked at him and saw James Bond. But not to take anything away, I've enjoyed most of these movies. I think Spectre was really the only one I didn't quite care for much. But I thought this was a good send-off for him, and I liked the story that was told. So definitely my hat is off to Daniel Craig for 5 great films and kind of walking away, and now we're going to get this reset, and we're going to cast the new James Bond, and we're going to probably start this adventure all over again. So it's going to be really, really interesting. My one big negative to this film is it's too goddamn long. This movie is almost 3 hours long and does not need to be. I could have probably easily chopped out 25 minutes out of this thing. There's a lot in it that did not need to be there. There's a lot of slow moments. There's a lot of just downtime that I think we could have skimmed. And with a tighter movie, this could have been really badass. So just ran too long for me. But overall, really had a good time at the theater. Saw it in IMAX and definitely would recommend, if you're a Bond fan. So there you go, man. That's No Time to Die. I would give it 4 out of 5 stars. It's really 3.5, but I rounded up for Ana de Armas. So we'll give her 4. And we'll go out on this high note here for No Time to Die. 4 out of 5 stars. Now, my next movie here, unfortunately, is not a 4 out of 5 star film because we're going to Netflix, guys. That's right. This is a new horror movie that just dropped on Netflix. It's called There's Someone Inside Your House. And I had high expectations for this movie because it's from the company Atomic Monster, which, of course, is run by Justin Lin. And, oh no, not Justin Lin, sorry, James Wan. I mixed the two up. I was thinking about Fast and the Furious in my head. James Wan, of course, the horror master, and he's a producer on this film, and I felt like, okay, this could be something cool. So as the countdown to graduation begins, students at Osborne High are being stalked by a maniac intent on exposing their darkest secrets to the entire town, terrorizing victims while wearing a real, lifelike mask of their own face. With a mysterious past of their own, Makani and her friends must discover the killer's identity before they become victims themselves. So, decent concept, not good execution. This movie was not very good. It's just a typical teen slasher movie that could have been so much more. It felt, once again, I know I just talked about the Scream Street and all that stuff being kind of like Scream ripoff. Well, I felt this was a Scream ripoff. Once again, somebody with a mask going around killing high school kids. Like, it felt very, very Scream to me. And there was one kid that popped up in this movie that I was like, this dude seems like the total killer. But obviously it's not, right? Because it's too obvious. Well, yeah. He was the killer. So, that's just one of those things again. That's just like, really, man? Like, you guys didn't even try, And it just didn't do it for me, guys. I just was like, eh. So again, I would have been pissed if I went to the theater to see this, but since it was on Netflix and I watched it over a Saturday night, it was an easy way to kill 90 minutes, but I cannot recommend this one even to the best of the horror people. And, as we're getting close to Halloween, this is Scary Movie Month, but I cannot recommend There's Someone Inside Your House. It just was not my cup of tea, so I would give this one 2 out of 5 stars. All right, let's switch on over to the TV side. Sticking with Netflix, I checked out the new comedy special of Dave Chappelle. That's right, Dave Chappelle's dropped a new one called The Closer. And I really like this. I love the Dave Chappelle stand-ups that he's done on Netflix. I think he's a great storyteller. He doesn't just go up and tell jokes. He tells stories, and his stories are funny. And I think that's what really resonates and connects with him. This is the comedy special that if you've been on social media, you're seeing there's a lot of grief over. He talks a lot of stuff in this one, and I don't want to get into any of it because I don't want to get into controversy. All I'm going to say is that he tells some funny jokes, and I feel like he's coming from a good place, and he tells some very good stories that kind of, if you're listening and you pay attention, some of the stuff he says, he kind of comes around backhandedly and explains where it's coming from and where his heart is at, and it's from a good place. So I feel like some of the people that are complaining did not watch this thing in its entirety. I know a lot of people are calling for his cancellation, as most people seem to do these days, because no one can speak their mind. And in comedy, you got to be able to speak your mind, man. That was the greatest thing about stand-up comedy, is just say what you want to say, and it's going to be controversial. And now all of a sudden, we can't even let our comics do this anymore. So just sit back, relax. If you like Dave Chappelle, I think you'll like it. And just go into it knowing this one could be controversial for some people, but check it out, man. It's called The Closer from Dave Chappelle, and it's on Netflix now. I really liked it. The next newest show I checked out is a new Apple TV Plus show called Acapulco. And this one here stars Eugenio Derbez, who is always a funny dude, man. I love when he pops up and stuff. He's really, really funny. And this is a story where it starts off and he's really rich and he's telling his nephew the story of his life and how he worked at this resort when he was a kid. And basically it flashes back to the 80s of him working at Acapulco's hottest resort, and how he landed his dream job and kind of basically where it took his life. So I've only watched the first episode, but it's a comedy and it's got a good heart and it's really funny. So I liked it. I really liked the pilot, and we'll continue this journey and see where this show takes us. But this is a new one, drops new episodes every Friday. So check out Acapulco, which is streaming right now on Apple TV Plus. Now, those are the new ones that I got for you guys. I'm going to real quickly just let you know there's been some finales in the last week. So, number one, What If? Marvel Studios' What If, the animated Marvel show that's been airing every Wednesday on Disney+. It wrapped up, right? We had our big culmination episode of Ultron and the Vision Body fighting the Guardians of the Multiverse. That's right, all the Guardians that were handpicked by the Watcher to fight Ultron, and it was a really good episode. I really, really enjoyed the finale. This show was a bumpy ride for me. There was some episodes I really loved, and there was other episodes I hated. There was other episodes that were just meh, but the finale was really good. I thought the week before was really good. They kind of led us down this path. So it kind of ended on a high note. We'll have to see if there's a second season and where it kind of takes us, but I did enjoy it. So if you've been waiting to catch up on What If, all episodes are now streaming on Disney+. Another show that wrapped up over the weekend was Ted Lasso. That's right, Ted Lasso Season 2 officially wrapped up. Man, this show is phenomenal. It is one of the best comedies on television. If you're not watching Ted Lasso, I don't know what you're waiting for. This thing just won an Emmy for the best comedy. Jason Sudeikis won for best actor. Rebecca on the show won for best actress. I mean, this show is the show right now if you're looking for a laugh. And it has the best heart. It has the best cast. I cannot rave about Ted Lasso more. You guys, if you need to get Apple TV Plus, get Apple TV Plus, because it is worth the $5 a month for Ted Lasso alone. Get it, watch it, and enjoy it. Season 2 was excellent, and I love the way it ended. It landed on a big cliffhanger, and I can't wait to see where it goes. Check out Ted Lasso. And lastly, another new show that I just finished was Heels. Heels is the new wrestling drama that is on Starz with Stephen Amell, that's right, the Green Arrow himself, and Alexander Ludwig playing wrestlers in a small town and all the drama that they go through. The finale was excellent. I really love this show. I'm a big wrestling fan, so the show really resonated with me. I love the way it played out, man. I love the grittiness of it. I love the acting in it. I love just the style. I really, really dug it. So fingers are crossed that Heels gets picked up for a second season. I wish the season was longer, but it's over. So check it out now. Heels, you can watch in its entirety on Starz. Ted Lasso, you can watch its entirety on Apple TV Plus. What If, you can watch its entirety on Disney Plus. And then check out Acapulco on Apple TV Plus and Dave Chappelle's The Closer on Netflix. All right. There's our reviews. Let's switch over to the box office. We're going to run down the top 5 here real quick. Coming in number 5, it's The Many Saints of Newark. Number 4 is Shang-Chi. Number 3 is Addams Family 2. Number 2 is Venom, Let There Be Carnage. And number 1, bringing in $60 million over the 3-day weekend, is No Time to Die. So congratulations to the latest James Bond, coming in real nice. Didn't break any records, but coming in real nice there. For where they kind of wanted it to be on the box office there was $60 million in its first week. So congratulations there. That's your box office top 5. So with that out the way, let's get into our news of the week. All right, here we go. And remember, once again, if you need to read any further news or find out more stuff than what I go over, go to our social media, check out our Twitter page or our Facebook page, twitter.com/amiontheair, facebook.com/amiontheair, to find the full videos, trailers, reviews, everything else that we go over for yourself. Okay? The Boys Season 3 is wrapping stuff up, and they have cast the TNT twins, and Frances Turner is set to return as well. Chris Rock, Coleman Domingo have joined the cast of Rustin. That's right. So great. I love Chris Rock. Love try to support anything that guy's in. Misha Barton is set to star in a new upcoming crime thriller called Invitation to a Murder. Bailey Bass is set to play Claudia in AMC's Interview with the Vampire. We have the first trailer for Hypnotic, which is a new psychological thriller coming to Netflix. I really like this trailer, and I'm looking really forward to this movie. And shout out to Kate Siegel, who is so goddamn fine, and she looks great in this trailer, so I'm sold even more. So can't wait to see Hypnotic. Keira Knightley is going to be leading the new true crime picture from 20th Century Studios called The Boston Strangler. So congratulations there. I'm glad she's doing something that's not set in the 1800s. The Batman scribe is set to pen Keanu Reeves' Netflix-led Berserker picture that they're putting together. So there you go, man. Mattson Tomlin has signed on to write the screenplay. He also did The Batman, which is coming out in a couple months. So glad to hear that. I'm looking really forward to Berserker. I think that's going to be great. Jessica Biel has been brought on to replace Elizabeth Moss in Hulu's new true crime dramedy called Candy. Colin Firth is trying to deceive Nazis in the first trailer for Operation Mincemeat, and you can check out the first trailer for that. Nafisa Williams is joining Naomi Ackie in the new Whitney Houston biopic, so there you go. I love that. That is very, very cool there. Nafisa Williams, very good. She was in Black Lightning, so great addition there. MGM Studios' Dark Harvest movie has just added Jeremy Davies to the cast. We have a clip from the first season of Peacemaker with John Cena. I love this clip. It's hilarious. We posted it up, and it's about him meeting his team at a restaurant, and I'll just let it ride from there. It's awesome. The new Sex and the City revival, which has been titled And Just Like That, is going to be debuting on HBO Max in December. So yes, we will be getting it before the end of the year. So congratulations to all the fans out there. We also have the teaser for House of the Dragon. That's right, it's the Game of Thrones prequel. So check out that teaser now. Emily Van Camp breaks her silence on her exiting The Resident. She says this decision was not easy, but it was the right one for me. So she walked away from the show after 4 seasons. Check out the article for more on that. Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, has just added Sisters vet KJ Smith. She's been added to season 2. LA Law, the sequel show, has been ordered to pilot over at ABC, and Blair Underwood is going to be returning. So there you go there for that possible revival. We have the first teaser for The Game, which is the revival coming to Paramount Plus. That's right. Malik and Tasha Mack are back in the first look photos from the Paramount Plus revival. So check that out, as The Game is coming back very soon. Let's see here. Give me one sec. Going through that. Netflix is set to unleash 11 new Christmas movies, the most ever for Netflix. Do we need 11 Christmas movies? I sure as hell don't. So that's going to be We have another wrestling company coming. That's right. Wow. Women of Wrestling is going to be returning to TV in 2022, and they've signed a new CBS deal. That's right. Tessa Blanchard has joined the roster, and we're getting the all-girl wrestling. And yes, they have a TV deal, so we'll see where that drops in 2022. Exciting news there. The director of What If says that there was a Star-Lord T'Challa spinoff that was in development before Chadwick Boseman's passing. So that's really unfortunate, because I think the best thing to come out of What If was Star-Lord T'Challa. I actually just ordered the Funko Pop of him in the Star-Lord. So I love it, man. So yeah, that would have been really, really cool to get something else in that world. Netflix has ordered Mike Flanagan's series based on works from Edgar Allan Poe. We got some pictures of the Black Adam set, which reveals some sort of suit that looks very Black Adam-ish before the CGI enhancements, and some Hawkman helmets, which look really, really cool and straight out the comics, so check that out if you're interested. We have the Season 2 trailer for Netflix's Lock and Key, which I'm looking really forward to big time. I liked Lock and Key Season 1, so can't wait for Season 2 here. Moon Lake is coming. That's right. New horror anthology series in development at Heavy Metal Studios. It's called Moon Lake, based on the books. Peter Dinklage is a lovesick poet in the upcoming musical drama Cyrano, and they dropped the first trailer for that. Denis Villeneuve was asked if he would ever direct a superhero movie, and he said Batman is the only superhero movie I'd be interested in. So there you go. We'll see if Denis will ever jump into that. The new set photos from Transformers 7 have just revealed the Gen 1 Autobots and Decepticons and more, man. So check them out. Some really cool photos, man, of that Gen 1 stuff. It looks badass. Looking really forward to this new Transformers movie. I think it's going to be really, really solid. All right, moving along. Riverdale news. Mark Consuelos is leaving after 4 seasons. He's played the villain Hiram Lodge for quite some time, Veronica's crime boss dad, and he's leaving the show. Season 4 just wrapped up, and he's not coming back. So Hiram is out of here. So there you go. Dash and Lily is not returning for a season 2 on Netflix. I don't even know what the hell this show is, so not too bummed on that one. Wentworth Miller is going to be returning as Captain Cold in the upcoming 100th episode of Legends of Tomorrow. So great to see him back on that. He was an original cast member quite some time ago. The show Better Things is set to end with season 5 over on FX. So I know a lot of people really love that show. I never got into it, but yeah, a lot of people are going to be super bummed that one is wrapping up. Bellamy Young is joining the new show Promised Land, which is a new Latino family drama that will land at ABC. There's a little Desperate Housewives reunion coming as Terry Hatcher and James Denton are reuniting for a new Hallmark Christmas movie. Let's see here. Congratulations to Venom Let There Be Carnage, which raced past $100 million domestically. Big news there. Fresh off his Billions exit, Damian Lewis has closed the deal and begun filming his follow-up role. The actor will produce and star alongside Guy Pearce in a new original limited series called A Spy Among Friends. Starz Power Book 2 has upped Lorenz Tate to a series regular going forward. So that's great there for them. I like Lorenz Tate. We had the final trailer for Dune. That's right, the sci-fi epic coming to theaters and HBO Max on October 22nd. So check out the final trailer now. And some big news here, man. Did not see this coming. It was Agatha all along. That's right. A spin-off of WandaVision is in the works, bringing Agatha back. That's right. Catherine Hahn spinoff is in the works at Disney Plus. So there you go, guys. The head writer of WandaVision, Jack Schaefer, is developing the show fronted and centered by Agatha Harkness. So I love it. Give me some out. I'm always down. I love Catherine Hahn, and I loved Agatha Harkness, and I would love to see this spinoff. So let's go. We got the first trailer for the new Resident Evil movie, Welcome to Raccoon City. This is the reboot of Resident Evil. This has nothing to do with the Mila Jovovich films. Watch Leon, Claire, Cerberus, Lickers, and many more iconic Resident Evil characters and creatures in action in the new trailer for Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City, which comes out in November. I really liked the trailer. I thought it was great. They released an international trailer, and that trailer is even better. So, I'm only so-so on Resident Evil, especially because those Mila Jovovich films suck, except for a couple of them, and there's like 6 of them. But I'm looking forward to this, man. This is definitely along the lines of the video games. So, November 24th, baby, in theaters, Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City. Check out the trailer now. Okay, moving along, we got some first look photos as production has begun on The Expendables 4. You can see Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Megan Fox. Check it out now. Jake Gyllenhaal is set to star in the upcoming comic book adaptation of Prophet. Looking forward to this one here. This is from the same creator of Deadpool. So, hey, man. Hey, I'm thinking this could be something pretty cool. Under the right hands. But I love Jake Gyllenhaal, and Rob Liefeld, man's got a good mind, and he's the one that created Prophet, so hopefully he's involved, and we'll see where it goes. Kieran Shipka teases the chilling adventures of Sabrina and her Riverdale crossover. So that's right, season 5 of Riverdale coming to an end, and she will be premiering on the 6th season. So a little crossover there, love it. Claire Foy set to star in the upcoming drama series about Facebook. Steve Carell is set to star in a new FX comedy from the Americans co-creators. Lost in Space Season 3 teaser trailer dropped. We found out that Season 3 will come out in December. I believe it's actually December 1st. I like Lost in Space. Really, really do. 2 good seasons. I'm excited for Season 3, which is also its final season. So glad to finally have the first trailer for it. I didn't even think the show was going to come out this year, so I was pleasantly surprised when the trailer dropped. So check out Lost in Space Season 3 teaser trailer now streaming. And in another gender reversal, we knew that Hellraiser was being rebooted, and we found out that Jamie Clayton is set to star as Pinhead. That's right, in the Hellraiser reboot, Pinhead will be a female. Now, from my understanding, the creator of Hellraiser said that his original intention was for Pinhead to be a female, and they actually ended up having to change it to a male. So this is going back to the original vision. So I'll let it be at that, and I will judge the show for what it is based on her performance. But I was very, very shocked to see that Pinhead is now a female. So we'll see how it goes on the Hellraiser reboot. Okay, moving along, we have the brand new trailer for the 355. This is the upcoming spy action thriller with Jessica Chastain and a whole bunch of badass females, so get ready for that. This movie was supposed to be out over a year ago. Another one that got pushed back because of the pandemic, so hopefully this one will stick its landing in January. A new movie with Bill Skarsgård and Samara Weaving is being put together. It's called Boy Kills World, so I like the casting there. Venom, Let There Be Carnage ties Shang-Chi for the fastest film to reach $100 million during the pandemic era. So congratulations there for those two. Kind of more impressive for Shang-Chi that it tied, because Venom made more money in its opening weekend. So that means it slowed down a lot during the week when Shang-Chi was just kicking ass every single day. So pretty cool there nonetheless. Bobby Flay is set to leave the Food Network. Woo! After 3 decades at the cabler, he's out. So we'll see where he lands there. The new show Foundation has already been renewed for season 2 over on Apple TV+. Oh man, I reviewed this show on, I guess not last week's, but the week before. So a couple weeks ago, I reviewed this show, and I talked about how disappointed I was, because this is a show I was really looking forward to. For like over a year, I've been looking forward to this show, Foundation. And then it came out, and I'm just like, it's very meh. It's just meh. It's very slow. It's very boring. I honestly thought this show would be canceled because it's so expensive. I really thought it'd be canceled. And here we are. It's got renewed for season 2. I don't know how, because I don't know anybody that's watched it and really liked it. I feel like everybody kind of feels like I do. But hey, there must be a fan base out there. Maybe everybody's still watching it like I am, because I watch it every week, even though I don't care for it. So I'm adding to these ratings, and they're probably like, "Damn, look at all these people watching the show. Let's renew it." Even though we're like, eh. So, but congratulations nonetheless to Foundation on Apple TV Plus getting renewed for season 2. HBO has ordered a new sports-centric late-night series hosted by Bomani Jones. All right, trucking along here. Cillian Murphy is set to play J. Robert Oppenheimer in Christopher Nolan's next film, so congratulations there. Great lead. That 70s Show is getting a spinoff ordered over at Netflix. It's going to be called That 90s Show. That's right. And they're going to have a couple people coming back right now. We have Kurtwood Smith and Deborah Jo Rupp, who played Red and Kitty Foreman. They have signed on to reprise their roles. Hello, Wisconsin. It's 1995, and Leah Foreman, daughter of Eric and Donna, is visiting her grandparents for the summer, where she bonds with a new generation of Point Place kids under the watchful eye of Kitty and the stern glare of Red. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll never dies. It's just clothes. They just change clothes. That's what the official synopsis says. That 90s Show comes from the original series creators, Bonnie and Terry Turner. Producers for the project are reportedly hoping that other familiar faces from that 70s show will make guest appearances on the new show. So there you go, guys. getting that spinoff on Netflix, that 90s show. I was never into that 70s show, but maybe I'll check out the new one. We'll see how it goes. The Expanse dropped its season 6 teaser trailer as it comes back for its upcoming 6th and final season. So wrapping up The Expanse there. The Walking Dead dropped its season 11B teaser trailer for part 2 of the final season. We have the first teaser trailer for The After Party, which stars Tiffany Haddish. She's leading Apple TV Plus's new Whodunit series, so I like that. I love me a murder mystery. Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy. That's right, the definitive edition has officially been revealed. They have remastered Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas coming back for next gen and current gen systems. So I love that, and I'll be picking it up. I gots to. Creator confirms Peaky Blinders, the movie, will begin production in 2023. So it's going to be quite some time, but they are doing that Peaky Blinders movie. Paranormal Activity, Next of Kin. That's right, the final, I should say nothing's final with horror movies. The next chapter in the Paranormal Activity saga is coming soon. The first trailer has dropped, and this is a new Paramount Plus original film. So this is coming to Paramount Plus exclusively at the end of the month. Jake Gyllenhaal is in talks to join Guy Ritchie's next movie. Extraction 2 will be bigger and badder than the first film, so get ready for that. No Time to Die, when it had its preview night, it debuted with 6.3 million, which was actually the best of any Bond movie. So congratulations there. That was awesome for a preview night there. No Venom, Let There Be Carnage, but pretty good for a Bond movie. The Expanse is coming back in December, so if you're a fan of that, I know my boy Friggins is. Got a couple other really good friends that love The Expanse, so get ready for that. 6th and final season, once again, coming to Amazon Prime in December. You know what else is coming back? Nash Bridges. That's right, Nash Bridges, the reunion movie, is coming Thanksgiving weekend, and it'll be on the USA Network where the original show aired. So yes, Don Johnson, Cheech Marin, they are back. Nash Bridges back for a reunion movie Thanksgiving weekend on USA. All right, trucking along here as we continue our road. We have the season 3 trailer for Hannah. That's right, Ray Liotta joins a war that's only just begun. Hannah coming to Amazon Prime for season 3, so get ready for that. We also have the new trailer for Psych, the movie. Psych 3, the movie threequel, is coming soon to Peacock. So make sure you check that out for the new trailer. Doctor Who lands season 13, and you can check out the new teaser trailer for that as well. Star Trek Discovery season 4 dropped its first trailer, so get ready for some more Star Trek. We also have the first teaser trailer for season 6 of Outlander. Let's see here. Friday's box office for No Time to Die was $23.3 million at the North American box office, including the $6.3 million in previews, which puts it on course to open at its $60 million mark, which is one of the best starts of the pandemic era, behind, Fast 9, Shang-Chi, Black Widow, and Venom. So great there. The Walking Dead will return for its final run of episodes on February 20th, 2022. So I know a lot of people will be looking forward to that wrapping up. Jason Reitman hopes that Ghostbusters Afterlife sets the table for future films. So definitely, this movie's getting rave reviews from every single person I've seen review it. So I'm so excited for Ghostbusters Afterlife. And I hope that it opens the door for more if it's that damn good. So I'm ready. Let's go. Evangelina Lilly speaks very highly of the Ant-Man 3 script, so that gets me really stoked. We have your first look at Timothée Chalamet as Wonka. That's right, Willy Wonka. The WB prequel film Wonka has already begun production in London, and you can get your first look at him in full costume right now. Let's see here. Box office again for No Time to Die crossed $300 million globally, so very, very nice from a global perspective. I love that. Big time there. Anthony Hopkins is set to reunite with Florian Zeller in the upcoming drama picture The Son. So this is the one that Hugh Jackman's going to be doing, the sequel to The Father. So great addition there. We have the new teaser trailer for Robin, which is the new animated holiday special coming to Netflix. We have the new trailer for Last Night in Soho. This is the final trailer for that, which looks really good. I'm excited for this movie here. I'm hoping it's great. Big news dropping earlier today. Will Poulter will be playing Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That's right, Will Poulter, the weird little nerdy kid from We're the Millers, is going to be playing Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, I know we all like to, it's kind of like McLovin, right? We always go for, every time we talk about him, we go to McLovin from Superbad. Well, when we talk about Will Poulter, we always go to We're the Millers, right? But he's done a lot of other great stuff. He's done a lot of dramas. He's about to be on Dope Sick on Hulu, which looks great. He was in, the Maze Runner movies. He's done a lot of other stuff, and he's a great actor. He's developed into something really, really cool. And I know that James Gunn knows how to cast. And I've seen some other people that were up for this role. So if Will won it, I think get ready for something really, really cool. I think he's going to knock your socks off. There was a lot of rumors wondering if Will was going to take this role because he was supposed to be a part of the Lord of the Rings TV series that's coming to Amazon Prime, but he dropped out. Scheduling conflicts. Can't do it. Scheduling conflicts. I wonder what else you might be doing, Mr. Poulter. Here we now know Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Adam Warlock, which of course was teased in the after credit scene of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So I'm glad that we got official confirmation now. This is awesome. Congratulations. David Gordon Green is set to direct the Disneyland movie about the building of the park, which would be pretty cool. The Jungle Cruise sequel will take place in different places all around the world, so I love that. So not much of a Jungle Cruise, but it'll take place all over, probably a lot of rivers. So advanced ticket sales started today for Marvel's Eternals, and you can check out a new featurette that dropped today, so check that out. It's pretty awesome. The Netflix boss defends Dave Chappelle's artistic freedom after the latest special is deemed dangerously transphobic. So I'm glad that they're sticking up for him, man. Freedom of speech, so go for it. We'll see what happens there. Emma Corrin is from The Crown, and she's set to headline a new Knives Out kind of show that's on FX. It's going to be a new murder mystery from the creators of the OA. So I love everything that comes from this. I don't watch The Crown, but I've heard she's fantastic. I love Knives Out. I love murder mysteries. I like the OA a lot. So this has a lot of the pieces that I look forward to. I like most of the shows on FX. So I think this could be really cool. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Congratulations to NCIS Hawaii and FBI International. These are the first two new shows to get full season orders over on CBS. So congratulations there. Full season orders from broadcast TV. I love it. We have your first look at season 2 for the first season 2 teaser trailer for Alex Rider. So check that out. We have your first look at the poster for Scream. That's right, the new Scream movie coming out in January of 2022. Do you like scary movies? What's your favorite scary movie? The first trailer for this movie will actually drop tomorrow, so heads up. So depending on when you listen to this, you might be able to check out the new trailer right now. This is another one, though. I'm gonna tangent for a second of a horror movie, kind of doing. It's a sequel, but we're just going to call it Scream. Why are we doing this with movies all of a sudden, right? Now we got Halloween. Now we got, Predator. Like, why are we just naming things the same thing? This is not a reboot. This is not a remake. This movie has Neve Campbell in it. This movie has Courtney Cox in it. This movie has David Arquette in it. So unless the three of them are playing totally different characters, why is this movie just called Scream? This is Scream 5. I don't give an F what you say. This is Scream 5. I don't care if this is a soft reboot. I don't care if this is some sort of spin-off. You have characters from the first 4 movies in it. Why is it just called Scream? I don't understand. Why do we create this confusion? So I have to say, do you mean Scream from 2000? Or do you mean the 2022 Scream? It's so stupid. I hate it so much. It's so just dumb and uncreative. that you couldn't come up with something else? What about Scream 2022? You know, like, what about, you know, Screamin'? Like, why do we just not call it something else? I don't know. But maybe we'll find out more when the new trailer drops. Like I said, maybe if they're playing totally different characters, then I guess it could be a reboot. But I have a feeling they're not playing new characters, but we'll go from there. Okay. Eugenio Derbez and Eva Longoria are going to star in a new YA adaptation called Aristotle and Dante. So love these two. That'd be a real good one right there. Disney Plus is set to surpass Netflix by 2025 as it hits 284 million subscribers in 2026. That's what some analysts say, and we'll see if it actually happens. And on that note, my friends, that is the end of our news journey. We did it. 42 minutes. Yeah. I love coming in under that 45-minute mark. Thank you so much for tuning in and getting caught up to speed with all the latest and greatest when it comes to entertainment news with me, shaken, not stirred. Let's do some quick plugs. AmIOnTheAir.com is our official webpage. Make sure you bookmark it. It's how you get to the podcast. It's how you get to all our socials. It's the easiest way, man. If you're trying to tell friends and family about us, just say, hey, AmIOnTheAir.com. Easy peasy. Make sure you like us on Facebook at facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. Follow us on Twitter at AmIOnTheAir. You can follow me on Twitter at DXDonMega. So follow all along. It's all good. Make sure you subscribe to Apple Podcast. We are on there. Subscribe. If you don't like Apple, don't worry. We're on Spotify. We're on Spreaker. We're on Stitcher. We're on iHeartRadio, Podchaser, Pandora, Amazon Music. We're all over the place, man. Just search Am I on the Air and give us a follow. Don't forget to check out our spin-off podcast, Am I on the Air Quick Bites. Make sure that's a separate podcast feed, so make sure you subscribe to that as well on your favorite platform also. And don't forget the other socials, man. We're on TikTok. Get our video reviews on TikTok at Am I on the Air. You can get them on Instagram. You can get us on YouTube. Just make sure you subscribe and follow along for the ride. Shout out to our great affiliates at reddragonsradio.com. Follow on Twitter at reddragonsradio. And that's a great podcast website that plays us on demand along with a lot of other great podcasts. So make sure you follow along on Red Dragons. That'll do it for me once again on this Monday, October the 11th. Thank you so much for tuning in to Season 23, Episode 2, Shaken, Not Stirred. We'll be back next week. We're going to talk some Halloween kills and whatever else comes our way. So take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace.
Bye, everybody.
Red Dragons!
Red Dragon.